Fiji bottles in my watch. I stay on the clock, I'm always on the clock. Soon as I open my eyes, I'm at my fucking job. 9/11 with the taller top. Frozen Fiji bottles in my watch. I'm on the clock, I stay on the clock.
What's going on, YouTube? Good morning. Sheesh. It's like 7:45 in the morning right now. And I'm in Indiana. Freezing my ass off. It's 19 degrees currently. I'm on my way to Minnesota. And where I'm gonna stop at, I'm planning on stopping at this Flying J in Wisconsin. So I was looking ahead at the weather, see what's gonna be like, you know, when I get up there and overnight. The high is like 12 degrees today up there. The low is -17. It's cold as fuck out here. It got a little bit of snow last night. Let me see, I'll get y'all, turn y'all around so y'all can see the snow plows out here shoveling the snow. Another Prime driver over there trying to get fuel. I ain't even worrying about fuel. I'm getting up out of here. I got a little under half a tank. I got a little under half a tank. I'm gonna stop in Illinois. Found a Pilot that's a little bit cheaper than this one. Actually, no, it's about the same. Diesel here is $2.42. But I got
Attention, a new important message has arrived. Attention, a new important message has arrived.
They keep sending me these messages. I'm running the reefer so
You
that
have one unread.
the fuel won't
You
gel
have
up. I
0
just
new
run it
messages. Home.
for a couple of
Messaging.
minutes. Let the treated fuel circulate in the engine. But man, look. Yesterday I'm driving up I-80 west. I see a tractor trailer that was traveling east or west as well. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he slipped. I don't know if he fell asleep. I don't know if he was looking at his phone and wasn't paying attention, but hell, he might have got cut off. We don't know what happened, but he went across the median, so it's a ditch in the median. He went across that, crossed into the eastbound lanes, and ended up in the ditch on the eastbound side. And then a little later, a couple miles down the road, I see a car in the ditch, in the middle of the ditch, or the median ditch. About 10 miles down from there, I see another car in the ditch. Long story short, man, I think I saw about 5 cars in the ditch last night, and I knew I wasn't going to be driving into the night. I had already decided I'm going to drive in the daytime, and I was planning on stopping at 6 o'clock, which is about the time I got to this Flying J where I spent the night, because the temperatures are in the high 30s. So I said, you know, it's not going to be as much freeze to deal with, and there wasn't any precipitation during that time of the day. So I drove about 8 hours during the late morning into the early evening and stopped off. And sure enough, I get here, I go inside, take a shower, get something to eat at the Denny's, and then when I'm leaving, the lady says, be safe. I just heard that 94 is shut down, which I'm getting ready to get onto 94 now when I leave from here. So I averted all those crises by not having to be in a rush. The load I got doesn't deliver until Monday at 8 o'clock. I picked it up on Friday, so Friday morning, and they're closed on the weekend. So I've just been taking my time. I've been driving pretty much, I drove 400 miles Friday when I picked it up. I drove just under 400 miles yesterday. And I'm only planning on driving about 400 more today. The run was 1,300 miles away from the pickup, so when I stop tonight, I'll have about 170 miles left. The load delivers between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m., so I'll be, you know, basically 3.5, 4 hours away. I'll probably get up and head up there, you know, early in the morning, about maybe 4 in the morning. Try to be there right at 8 o'clock. But yeah, man, I just want to check in with y'all. Like, it's cold as fuck up here. If you out here, man, be safe, be prepared. Say keep at least a half a tank. You know, I was trying to be cheap with my fuel because I don't know how my revenue is really gonna be looking this week. So I've already spent like $850 on fuel. I want to keep it underneath 1,000, but I can see I'm gonna have to top it off. Well, not top it off, but I'm gonna have to get some more. I ain't gonna fill it up. Probably put in about 50 to 70 gallons when I get into Illinois. Because when I get up to Wisconsin night, I'm not, fuck that APU, I'm idling this truck overnight. Talking about dropping down to -17. Nah, I'm not taking them chances. I'm not taking them chances. So I gotta make sure I got enough fuel for this truck to idle overnight and to get me up to my delivery and to get me out of that area of the delivery. So anyways, man, I'm getting ready to head out. Just want to check in with y'all real quick, show y'all what it's looking like up here. It's snowing. It's freaking temperatures in the teens, and this is going to be the high for the day. You know, it's literally life and death weather out here, man. I went outside to pre-trip my truck real quick, put on my gloves and stuff. I was only out there about 7-8 minutes. Got back in here, fingers feel like frozen. Feel like they're frozen, and like, god dang, I wasn't even out there that long, and I had on gloves. I'm gonna have to buy some thicker gloves, and those gloves are decent. They're not like thin. I cleaned off my windshield wipers. I got a crack in my windshield, man. That shit's blowing me. Shit just popped up. See if y'all can see it. Right there. Gotta get back to the terminal to get that taken care of, because I ain't trying to keep driving around with that. It's gotten bigger as the days have gone on. So yeah, let me get ready to get on this road. For those of y'all that's out here, man, be safe, be smart. You know, don't do anything you're not comfortable doing. For those of y'all who are interested in coming out here, understand that this shit is not a game. So I was driving local for 4 years. I drove in some snow, but I mean, at the end of the day, I wasn't in sub-zero temperatures in the Virginia, Maryland, DC area. Not even close. It would get down to the low 20s, maybe the teens every once in a while, but we're talking about -17, -25 degrees. Matter of fact, where I'm going is in Appleton, Minnesota. I looked ahead to see what that's going to be like tonight. -25. The high there is negative. The high there is like -3 or 4 for today, and the low is -25. Shit is crazy, man. But y'all check back in with y'all a little later. As always, y'all know, stay up, stay safe. I'm gonna do my best to stay safe, and I'll be hollering at y'all a little later.
I stay on the clock, I'm always on the clock. Soon as I open my eyes, I'm at my